I want to just do it like I rolled into town.
Visual sketch journal. Today we're gonna draw a heart with wings. Today I just got off of work. Didn't really do anything. I actually want to talk about love. I believe the first person that you have lended your virginity to is your soulmate. Spiritually, you're connected to that person. The first person you have lended your virginity to is your soulmate. I think I'm a monogamist. It's like against marriage, just towards myself. Not really towards anyone, but towards myself. I think I'm a monogamist. Marriage will never be happiness. It is a financial block. But I like the way that love is portrayed sometimes. But I personally know that that marriage is a financial block. There's no happiness unless you force it to. So, and me personally, I'm not the type to like really spend a bunch of energy just on a relationship my whole life. I believe men have some sort of purpose than to just sit around after work watching TV. I believe that is a man-made thing, stereotype that people feel like they have to live by. So me personally, I know that there's no happiness in marriage. But I believe it's nice to have a relationship here and there, but I believe we're here for something more than just love. But I do know that marriage will never bring happiness. Marriage is a financial block. I would rather do things that I am satisfied with than to get married and postpone my plans and my career goals just for one relationship that people think will last forever. So I'm not here for marriage. Maybe someday I would change my mind and just be like, I can sense the energy of marriage. It's nothing that like these like Disney princess movies like portray it out to be. It's like it's more than that. There's no happily ever after. It's more so like, okay, how am I gonna satisfy this person more than my own satisfaction needs? So I like how hearts look, but I wouldn't dwell too much into how the hearts work, like in relationships. I mean, I do know that I found happiness with myself, spiritually, and mentally, physically. Yeah, I don't know. Like I believe that relationships are happy. Like it's fun and happy to have a relationship here and there, but I do believe that we're here for something more than just a relationship. So that's why I rather do things that people look at as weird now than to just keep thinking about it when I am older and in marriage and divorced and just sitting in my car just making videos about how I wasted my life. Like, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather do things out of the norms now than to get married and just like regret every love relationship I just ever had. But yeah, I believe there's happiness in relationships, but I don't know. Because the first person you have lended your virginity to, is your soulmate. It is. Losing your virginity is the most special thing that's the reason why people should lose their virginities, to be her first, is to take someone else's virginity. That is the reason why people should have sex. But society has just like shaped it into like, oh, it's normal to have sex with every girl that is hot. Sex is sacred. People should really take consideration of that. That sex is sacred, and it's a spiritual connection, a strong spiritual connection. So you're the first person you have lended your soulmate. The first person you have lended your virginity to is your soulmate. That's the reason why people should have sex, is to take someone's virginity. A virgin should take a virgin's virginity. People get pissed off because somebody doesn't want to be someone's second. They want to be someone's first. That's the reason why people get mad that they're not in a relationship yet, because they want to take someone's virginity. They want that moment to be special. I don't want to have sex with some person who has already had sex, because I just think that that's not the reason why I want to have sex. The only reason why I want to have sex is for someone to take my virginity and I take their virginity. And that's why some people get pissed off here and there. They lash out of like love because they just get pissed off of like they never got to experience something like that. They have to go on and get like seconds or maybe even fifths. So sex is sacred. The first person you have lent your virginity to is your soulmate spiritually. I'm not saying you have to be with them. I'm just saying that is your soulmate spiritually. That is a special moment that you have shared with that person. Hey, maybe I say these things and then maybe later on in the future I change my mind. But I mean, I just want to have like certain like set morals when it comes to like love. And maybe later on my mind will change. But I mean, until now, I just want to maybe look back at a video like this and just be like, okay, that's what I believed in. But now maybe a couple years later, I believe in something else. But for right now, I'm saying what I believe about love. Since I never really, because me personally, I actually found happiness with myself. So I'm not really like yearning for a relationship. You know, I believe I'm better than love itself. I like to cut back and just be like, okay, who am I and what's my purpose on this earth? Instead of just going to an office job, or maybe just going to a job and just getting a good cup of joe, what is something that I'm more of? Like, what's something that like that can make me